This is Middle Class Matt from don'tbuythehype.blogspot.com, and I am the sports genius. Just middle classing it up and ready for football season. Football season is so close, I'm getting a little chill going on. That chill where you see the players on the sideline and the face mask and the big breaths of smoke come out, and they've got huge jackets over their pads. That kind of chill that the cold weather and that football season is here. I'm previewing the AFC East today. Now, the AFC East is a pretty good division. As a matter of fact, the AFC is better than I thought it was. In doing this preview and predictions, I've seen that. There's only really one weak division in the AFC, and now the NFC is still king, but it's better than I thought. So let's start out with the bottom and go up top. I have some notes down here with a lot of players' names. I have a lot of interesting things to say about this division. The Miami Dolphins. I'm picking them at 4-12. They are one of the worst teams in the NFL, and they have some potential, but defensively they're weak. They have a lot of problems. If you've been following my Hard Knocks videos or you've been watching Hard Knocks on HBO, you know that. They offensively have some weaknesses, including a rookie quarterback. That never spells lots of wins. Tannehill, I think, could be a good quarterback. I've talked about that in the Hard Knocks videos, but I don't know if he's there yet. I don't love the receivers he has to throw to. He doesn't have a whole lot of good ones. And then they do have the ability to run the ball, but you can't be one-dimensional. I still think Reggie Bush may have a big season behind Jake Long. But too many things going on, rebuilding process, 4-12, one of the worst teams in the NFL, the Miami Dolphins. Next, I have the Jets. Now, this is one of the most talked about teams because of Tebow and Sanchez and Rex Ryan and all the drama that goes on. Their defense looks good in the preseason. It always looks good. It's older, but I still think, and they've added some youth now. I'll tell you, with Quentin Coples, he is a beast. He, I think, was loafing, just relaxing his last year at Carolina. I watched him. I'm a UNC Chapel Hill football fan. There's just a few of us out there, and most basketball fans for the UNC Tar Heels. But I watched him last year, and I wasn't very impressed. He didn't seem to have motor. He looks good out there. Their defense looks good. Their offense has questions. We just don't know. I have a hard time even picking them. I'm going to be picking games this year. And I pick every game every Sunday or every weekend, and I don't know to be able to pick them because I just don't know what they're going to look like. Is that offense going to come out and look great? I mean, I have my doubts, but who knows? But the Jets don't really have a great receivers. Sanchez is a good quarterback. I don't consider him elite yet. The offensive line has some questions. So too many questions around them. I'm going to pick the Jets at 9-7. That's probably a little high. I could have put them at 7-9 or 8-8, but still, I think that with pretty good coaching and really good defense, nice offensive weapons, they'll still be able to win 9 games this year. Next, I have the Buffalo Bills. The thing that really sticks out to me about them is that they have a very favorable schedule. I looked at them and I said, that's a team that could win 8 games, or that's a team that could win 10 or 11 games. It's going to really depend on the schedule. When I looked at it, they have some tough teams on their schedule, but they have some games that are very winnable for them. Now, let me read my notes here and some of the stuff that I've talked about. Now, what I like about them is defensively they need to get better, and they've done that. They've drafted Stephon Gilmore from the SEC from South Carolina. Now, here's the key to the draft. For anybody who likes to do draft or wants to draft players or you want to know about teams, when in doubt, draft SEC. If you draft SEC players, the chances of that player not being a bust go way up. They also have a lot of other SEC players. Marcel Darius was their draft pick last year, high draft pick at defensive tackle. He wasn't talked about that much, but he had 5.5 sacks from the defensive tackle position. I think he'll be better this year, especially with 2 pass rushers on the end. He has Mark Anderson and Mario Williams, who can only help them be able to stop the rush and also to put pressure on the quarterback. So the defense should get better. Now, they had a middle-of-the-pack offense last year, and their quarterback, Fitzpatrick, there's a lot of questions whether he's going to be a really good player, a really elite player. We don't know, but I think he has some nice weapons at receiver. He has some good running backs, Fred Jackson and Spiller. They drafted an offensive lineman from Georgia in the second round, a monster, huge guy. That can only help on the offensive line to be able to run the ball and run their offense. So the offense was pretty good, should get a little better. I don't think leaps and bounds. I don't think they're going to be like the Green Bay Packers, but I think they're going to get a little better, and I think the defense should take dramatic steps forward. Now, I think they overpaid for Mario Williams, but I think that's a huge upgrade. And Mark Anderson, another SEC guy, good. That's a great pickup as well. So they're going to be able to put pressure on the passer. They have Gilmore now to play corner. He's going to be able to shut people down, and I think he's going to be an immediate impact player. He's one of those corners that's just not going to take very long to get it. And like I said, the defensive tackle, Marcel Darius, should get better this year from an all very, very impressive rookie season, and he was only like 22 years old. And he's a monster, massive, like 350 pounds, just space eater. So they should be better. Now, so I have them at 10-6, the Bills, 10-6, which should put them in position to make the playoffs. Top team is the New England Patriots. What do you say about them? They're going to win a lot of games. They won 13 last year. I've been winning 12 this year. They have a pretty good schedule, but then they have they have like half their schedule is very doable. You look at them and say, yeah, they should have no problem winning that. And the other half, they have some games where they, you could lose. They have to play Denver, the Denver Broncos, Baltimore Ravens, Jets twice, Buffalo twice, Houston, the 49ers. So if they split with the Jets and Buffalo, you're looking at 6 losses. But this is the New England Patriots. That's not going to happen. So 12-4, champions of the AFC East. They are offensively going to put up massive stats. We've always seen that every year. Brady's getting older, but he still has tons of weapons. Tons of weapons to throw the ball to. Now, they're rushing. That's what worries me. That's why I'm not picking them. I'm most likely not picking them to win the Super Bowl. Is because they can't run the ball. Now, their defense was not great last year. It's better now. They've made some improvements. Dante Hightower, that was a great draft pick. Once again, SEC brings him in. They say he looks great in camp, great in preseason. He should come in there and provide a good pass rusher. So the New England Patriots haven't fixed their run game. Always their air attack's impressive. Their defense is better. Should be enough to win 12 games and be the AFC East champions. Okay, this is Middle Class Matt. Check out all my NFL videos. You want to see my picks? I'm going to do them every week. I'm going to talk about fantasy. And I will talk about pretty much anything NFL. I'll follow the Carolina Panthers too, which are my team. So check them out. This is Middle Class Matt from Don't Buy the Hype. I'll check you later.